this video I'll show you how to install VirtualBox in Windows. So here I'm using a Windows PC, it's a Windows 10, and as you can see I have opened the official website, it's virtualbox.org, and in the downloads you'll see there are many options: Windows host, OS X host, Linux distributions. I'm going with Windows host, and once when you have successfully downloaded it, it will install the file, and once you start clicking the file which is installed, it will ask you to run. So if I click on run, it will come some very basic steps will be coming here. So you can see initially it will not take much time, it will take around 2 or 3 minutes or maybe faster depending upon your system requirements. It is asking me to set up this particular file. So basically the default location is C drive program files, but I will be installing in a different location since I don't have much space available here. So here I will create a new folder by name VirtualBox. It's in D folder, D drive. So if I click here and if I go here, so everything will be installed in this folder only. Let me just go in D drive program, and inside this I need to create VirtualBox. Okay, yeah, so I'm done selecting this particular folder, and I need to click these options because this quick launch bar is needed, and a shortcut I will keep it here, and start menu intro is also needed. So let me just go on and click on install. There is nothing more here. So after it's done, we'll open the file and we'll see how this looks like. So while installing, you will see there is a certain steps coming whether you like to install the device software. So you should install it. If you don't install, then again there will be some problems coming out. So now you can see that my VirtualBox is installed. So I can click here and start VirtualBox. So let the VirtualBox start, and in the meantime I'll show you how to download Ubuntu first. So there are many versions of Linux. Many distributions are available, and like some popular among the more popular ones are you have Ubuntu here. So apart from this, you can install any Linux operating system, but I'll suggest you to go with this one, as you can, this is standard and you will get many helps available also if you search on any space. So let's go here. Basically, if you start, this is the manager home page here. So you have to click on add first, or maybe you can go for new also. So if you already have some VirtualBox Linux installed, or any other operating system installed, you can import or export from there. Basically you need to import. So let's go, just click on new, and then we'll make a name. If I just type here the name Ubuntu, so it will by default change its type. It is having a very intelligent type of system, and if I just for example, if I type here Windows, you can see it is changing the type automatically. So for now let's click on Ubuntu here, and the folder where the machine will be installed, I can change it here. In C drive I won't use it because there is not much space available in my C drive, so I'll basically go in D drive, and here already one folder I created, that is VirtualBox. Let me just go in and see where it is. Okay, alright, no issues. Let me click here new folder and just make a folder VirtualBox. Okay. So just select this folder, and it's a 64-bit which I downloaded here. You can see I downloaded a 64-bit AMD 64 because my architecture is also 64-bit. If you have a different, you can do that. And the one which I downloaded is a desktop image. It's not a server image, so you can choose accordingly. For personal use, I think you should go with desktop image. It is good. So after it's downloaded, you can see it here also. It is having a, I think 2.9 GB or something the size is. So let's just go here. It will ask me to allocate the memory size. As of now I have 8 GB of RAM, so I can allocate up to 2 GB. It will be okay. So just stick with 2048 MB of RAM, 2 GB, and let's go to next. So yeah, this is a very good thing here. It is having a virtual hard drive. That means you can allocate the memory as and when installed. If there is nothing installed in this virtual machine, then the memory won't be required. It will be dynamically allocated. So we need to create a virtual hard disk, and the maximum size is here. By default it's given as 10 GB. So we can create, and it will be a VDI, means VirtualBox Dex image, or you can choose from anything, but VDI is the best thing. You can go with this. Yeah, so the one which was I was telling, dynamic allocated or fixed allocated, let's go with this one. This is a very good thing. And for now let's take it 10 GB only, this much than what I need for my small project. And yeah, it's created. So once the system is created, we need to go on settings. If I just start here, it will not start. It will show some errors because there is nothing, no ISO given, nothing given. So if I just click on start, you will see it's not start and it will give some error. So for that we need to select the ISO is the official image from which I just downloaded it, and where all the requirements are there. So yeah, it's not doing it, so I need to cancel it. I'll just close this machine. So it's starting the state. Yeah, you can see here it is showing no bootable medium found. Obviously it will show here because neither any ISO was selected as a disk image or any pen drive, because if you install physically also in your machine, you need to install an operating system from either a pen drive or a disk or a floppy drive, or it can be a network installation also. For now there is nothing chosen here, so it will not work. So we just shut down the machine, power off the machine. There are 3 states. Save the machine state, send the shutdown signal, power off for me. Let's go with this one. I don't need to do this. So let's go on settings, and so basically you can see here that this is the Ubuntu VDI, that is the disk image which I have chosen here, and here is the live CD. Basically there is no live CD as of now. So basically you can see here that this is the Ubuntu VDI, that is the disk image which I have chosen here, and here is the live CD. Basically there is no live CD as of now, so I'll be choosing one live CD which I have downloaded, that is the Ubuntu ISO. It's in my downloads folder. I'll visit and choose the Ubuntu 20.04.3 ISO. After I select this, I will be able to install from this ISO. So after I'm done, I'll just go on and click on OK, and the system will start from this ISO. This is basically having all the installation files needed for starting Ubuntu. So I'll quickly start. So it will take some time to start this, because this is a virtual machine which is starting. There will be some system check, there will be certain disk verification and all these things. So let me just put it on a full screen mode. It is initializing the files. As you can see that the system has started. It will do some file checking and all, and then we can start our Ubuntu, the operating system which we are trying with now. So it is starting. The Ubuntu logo is also shown here. As I said, the disk checking is done. It will start from 0 and go up to 100%. It will take some time because my system is slow, and based upon the checks it will start it. So for now let's stop. So yeah, since the Ubuntu has started, and we can see that in my system there is this Ubuntu folder which is the name of the virtual machine which we gave Ubuntu. So here you can see that there is a virtual disk image with the VDI. So currently it's set to 2 MB, because this is coming from dynamic. That means as and when the files will be stored into this, the size will increase, and the maximum it can be up to 10 GB, because that is what we set. So yeah, this is, you can see that my live CD has started here. That means this is not installed anywhere, this is directly running from the CD. You can install it alongside Windows also. If you want, I will show you in applications. I will start terminal and I will show you how this works. So if I go to terminal and run some basic commands, it should work. So we'll start with ls. Ls is a command to view all files. So here you can see desktop, documents, all these are shown here. If you want, I can also go to desktop. That is, I will go to desktop and then I will create a folder here, test. So you can see that a new folder by test will be created in desktop. So next I will be using super user privileges, sudo su. So it is represented by the hashtag at the end. So now I can run all the sudo commands. That is, I'll start with apt-get update. It will update my current version of Ubuntu. This requires internet and it is coming from my system. So you can see that the NAT gateway is giving some red and green dots. That means it is uploading and downloading files. It is coming from the Ubuntu Software Center. So it's successful. Only 3 or 4 dependencies were fetched. So I'll minimize it. I'll also show that if you go in the files, so you can view all the files. This is highly useful thing if you are like trying Ubuntu with Windows already installed. Then you can recover all your files if your Windows is crashed or maybe some virus is detected and you are not able to directly get into Windows. So I'll close this one and we'll start installing of Ubuntu. So if I click on this icon, we'll be shown with the wizard to install Ubuntu. So this will give us some steps how we can install Ubuntu, how we can perform all the steps. We start with the language first. We choose English language here, and then if we go on next, we will be asked to choose the keyboard. In my case, I will go with English US. This is the keyboard layout. You can choose English UK as well, or any of the your choice. Now it will ask us about the software details, whether we want updates from while installing Ubuntu or not, or we want a normal installation or minimal installation. Basically, I will not go with these downloads while installing Ubuntu, because if my network fails, then again it will take much longer time. So quickly we'll go ahead without much more, and in the next step you can see that it will ask us to keep certain details about the hard drive. That is, how we'll partition the drives, whether we want to install as a fresh installation. That means we'll be using format everything and we'll be installing, or we just like to keep all the files as it is. If you are using Windows and Ubuntu together, then obviously you will not want to delete all your Windows related files which are stored in the NTFS file structure. So generally Windows follows the NTFS file structure, and in Ubuntu or maybe any Linux distro we have the ext4 file format. This is a file extensions, what we do, file formats. So we can go with that, whatever we like. If we want Ubuntu to create it, we can do it. Then it will make all the things easier for us. But if you are pretty sure how to do it, you can do it. I will show you how we can do it. So let's just wait till the next page comes. As the system is very slow, you will have to bear with it for some time. You can see my CD is blinking. That means some of the files are being read from the CD. You can see here. So yeah, now that we are done, we have come back, and you can see that we are ready with either something else or EDS disk and install Ubuntu. In this step, I'll show you how you can create a like this partition. So for that you need to go on and create a new partition, and I have only 10.7 GB that is coming from this VDI what we gave, that is the 10 GB of space. So we'll go on and create a new partition here. First we'll allocate a free space. It will ask us, do you want to do it? So you can see that free space is allocated now. Now we can use this free space to create our partitions however we like. So we can make it ext4, this is the file system, and or we need some swap area also. Swap area is mostly rated, it's kept twice the RAM size, it's a convention, and we can mount it into any of the file formats. Basically single backslash means it's a root, so you can directly go with the root or something else. So for now we'll go back and erase disk and install Ubuntu because this is a fresh installation. In the advanced section you can see there are certain features, but we'll not go with that. We'll directly, for simplicity, we'll erase this and do the installation. Now if you see, if I directly click here, it will ask me whether I want to partition the disk or not. So if I partition it, then the every process will start. It will give me what are the formats it will be using and all these things. Just when I click on continue, it will start the installation process, and you can see that my hard drive is blinking, my CD is blinking. That means the files are copied from hard drive CD to the hard drive. And you can check it also in the file structure in my Windows. You can see that this file it was 2 MB and now it has increased to 26 MB, and it will increase just when the installation starts. So let me choose the time zone. In my case it's Kolkata, and I'll go on continue. And just after setting the username and password, I'll give the username as my name, and I'll give a simple password just for testing purpose, but in your case obviously go with strong password, that is highly recommended. So here I have set up the password, it's complete, and when I click on continue, you see that you see the left side, you see that this size is highly increasing. You see how it is increasing. If you want, I'll just zoom it for some time. You see here how it is increasing. The reason for this is it is copying the files from the CD to this VDI, that is the virtual disk image, which it is, and you can see it also. It is written on the Ubuntu that copying files. So files are copied from the CD, that means the live CD which we have, to our virtual disk image. So these are two separate things which you need to keep in mind. VDI can be shared. VDI is having an installable section which you can share, and in next time when somebody uses this VDI, they don't need to install it again. So here I have done the installation is complete. It will ask me whether I want to continue testing or restart. For me, I'll just go on and restart the system. After the system is restarted, we can start anew from fresh. I will be showing a few commands which you can test on Ubuntu. Obviously you can try your own commands as well. You can see that the size is 7.69 GB, what is its VDI size. Now if you share this file with anyone, they don't need to go all these hectic steps of installing once again. It's already installed. So let's directly go on and give the restart signal here. The restart is almost done. It is restarting the system, and once the restart is complete, we'll be able to start again. Basically this will take some time. Let me send the power up signal. This will be easier. So if I go on settings, you will see in the storage I have removed the installation media, because next time if you start with this media, it will show you that the system, you need to remove the installation media. It is showing here also. So let me power off this machine and let me do it once again. So yeah, now I'll remove the installation media, and I'll start the system once again. This installation media is having that live CD which we used while installing. So if we every time insert this cd, it will every time ask us to install, but it is already installed, so we don't need it again. So let it start. After we start the system, it will again take some time to starting. So it will check the system files and all. You can see here it is checking the blocks and all these things. So yeah, the Ubuntu logo is also shown here. Yeah, so my system has started. I'll click on the username and I'll put the password to start the system. And after starting, it will be the first time we are signing into our Ubuntu. Here it will take some time, and you can see that I don't have the CD installed and only the hard drive is there. It is using the hard drive, that is the VDI, and the NAT gateway is connected. So you can turn off the NAT gateway also. If you turn off the NAT gateway, it will stop the internet flowing from your device to this one. Now I have logged into, and after the first time login, it will ask us to connect to online. So I'll not do this. I'll skip all these things. Even live patch also I will not do. You can do this. This is a good thing. This will help Ubuntu update itself. So, but for me, I will not do it. You can do it for helping Ubuntu to improve themselves. And then yeah, privacy is like in my case I will not enable the location services. You will get many features also with location turned on. So here are some softwares which they have given for us to install. These are some useful softwares ready to use. Yeah, this is the first time we have logged into our system, that is the Ubuntu system, and we'll start by terminal, the most important thing in any Linux distro. So you can see that my terminal has started, and I will be directly going with the super user privileges. I like it very much. I'll have to give the password because I have set up password for this username. Oops, I tried wrong password. I try again. Yeah, it's successful. You can see that hashtag has come, which indicates that it is super user. Now I'll go and put get update. It will update my software. It will install the latest dependencies of everything. So you can see it is attached to NAT gateway. It is run. That means my network is also working. Even here you can see what is there. So anyway, we'll go on and directly update it. It will take a few minutes of time, or maybe less, depending upon your network. So once it's done, you can install or update whatever you like. You can install any other packages, like you can install Vim, or you can install any compilers to run programming. You can install Docker as well. For microservices, you can install HTTP for hosting HTTP sites and all. So yeah, let's wait for this to get completed. You can see it is reading the package list, and it's almost complete. It's complete here. So only three hits are given here. Now I will install Vim. It's the very popular uh, package for like typing, programming, and all these things. You'll have to give the update flag. It's the yes flag to install this. It will take 34.6 MB of size. I have more size available, and see it is fetching from the download first, and then it is installing. So yeah, it's complete now. Okay, so here you have your whole new system which you can use. You can run programmings, you can do whatever you like in Ubuntu system. Alright, if you have any problem while installing, or if you face some issues, you can install many times. Thank you.